caught up with a entrepreneur, how would I say, transformational coach, right? All the way from our sister isle of Trinidad and Tobago. All yeah, what you saying down there, boy? Of course, Shelly-Ann Solomon is here with us on DBS this morning. Let's hear about her journey, how she took $40 into a seven-figure business. Of course, good morning once again, DBS TV, DBS family. I'm joined here way across the waters, all the way in one of our sister isles, here with Shelly-Ann Aqui, as you get that correct, Aqui Solomon. How are you doing this morning, Shelly?
I'm good, actually. Quite rested and at peace. That's a blessing.
Always a blessing it is. All right, now we're here to talk about your phenomenal journey. Of course, being a digital award-winning digital strategist, transformational coach, entrepreneur from TNT. By the way, I have a special place in my heart for Trinidad and Tobago. Just mentioning that here right now. Okay, I haven't tasted doubles in years, but that's for a different story. Shelly-Ann, let's start with your journey. Starting off with just $40. Let's share that story for our viewers right now.
It was really from a place of need and desire, from a real place. I was a working mom and a young mom, and I realized that I was so busy with work. Work took up so much of my time. And then when I wasn't on work, I was at home, at church, and those responsibilities also took time from me. So while my daughter was around me, I realized that I wasn't spending time with her. I was with her, but not spending time with her. So I started to feel like I was visiting her life. I felt like I wasn't giving her what I got from my mom, which was a present mom. You know, I didn't want to have to ask permission to go check her at school or pick her up early at school. Or, you know, I didn't want to feel like rushed to do her homework or to spend time with her. So I started to feel a level of discomfort with that. Now, having been around female entrepreneurs growing up, I knew that entrepreneurship was an option. And also, I'm married to an entrepreneur. So that was not very far-fetched for me.
You have no other choice.
So I sat and I started thinking about, well, what can I offer? Or what can I bring to this earth that someone will pay me for?
Right.
Because I grew up in church, I sang a lot. So I started teaching singing. And then eventually I started learning how to sing properly and then learning how to teach people to sing. And that's how I took the $40, invested it into the business, started the business, and then I grew from there. But how did I flip that $40 into seven figures? Came from a very important place. My husband, he's funded my business for a while. And I started doing recitals, moving into award shows, and he would help me financially to fund those shows. And on the third year, going into the fourth award show, I started in 1999. In 2004, he told me this. He said, I am not giving you any more money to fund this award show. You have to fund it. And that simple no, it hurt me because I was like, that's my husband. Why wouldn't he want to help me? But that was necessary for me to change my mindset from dependence to becoming an entrepreneur. And I went to work. And I really became very astute with regards to business acumen and developing the entrepreneurial mindset and the business mindset, because I needed to earn enough money to fund this thing because it was going to happen anyway.
Right.
And that's how we moved it from, that show would have been like $7,000. The last show that I did at Queen's Hall was $157,000 paid in full. So sometimes we need to hear no to move us from dependence and push us into our full purpose. So that is how we moved from 40 to where we are today.
That is a phenomenal story to begin with right about now. It is very crucial that to have the emotional intelligence, firstly, to know that, somebody tells you no, the door is shut in front of you. It doesn't mean that there aren't hundreds of others open still for you to capitalize on. Let's go a bit deeper. Building brands with heart. What does that mean in today's business landscape?
Well, for me, it means leading from a place of authenticity, empathy, and excellence. We are in a world that is obsessed with visibility, but many of us are not being visible with intention or purpose. We are visible just to be visible. But I always tell my clients, it doesn't make sense you put out the energy and make the investments to be visible and it's not attached to anything that's going to cause elevation.
Right.
You have to build a brand that is built on trust, values, and service, not just sales funnels.
Right.
We have to see our customers as people, not just a dollar sign, right? So therefore, when we build a brand from a place of heart, we are taking into consideration how we show up, how our customers feel, and what we deliver.
Being recently honored, especially with the 2025 Entrepreneur Excellence Awards, how does that even feel for you to be recognized as such?
It's very humbling and it was eye-opening. And I must say that the award wasn't just a win for me, it was a win for my entire community. It was a testament that women believed in me, that I had influence, that I was impacting them positively, and that insight, that enthusiasm for them to jump on, on the whole experience, and they made it happen. So yes, my experience and my expertise got me in the nomination. But after they've done all of their research on me and say, okay, yes, she is a good candidate, it was up to the audience. So this is not just a win for me, it's a win for the entire community. But it was really humbling and it was very eye-opening. It really helped me to recognize that recognition is wonderful, but the responsibilities and the legacy that I'm building is greater, and I have to take it more seriously because people are looking and they're being influenced to do things that they probably didn't think that they could.
Of course, and doing just that response, it shows that you very much deserve that award, of course. Congratulations once again. All right, it's great to see you continue to champion the cause and recognizing the responsibility it comes with. Most people just win an award and just say, okay, it's cool, but you're, of course, taking it one step further as you should. Of course, we have limited time here. It's unfortunate. Just going to ask a few more questions. What advice would you have for young women entrepreneurs moving forward who may feel stuck, who may not know where next they could go, who are in that stumbling block?
Well, I always tell clients and those who are, consulting with the potential or the, wanting to explore entrepreneurship, fear is usually always present at every phase of business. So don't think because someone who has 25 years as an entrepreneur doesn't face fear. We face fear all the time. But the thing, when you take action, the impact of fear reduces. It's less intimidating. So never let fear stop you from moving forward, right? I always say to my clients, do it afraid and bravery will come. You will get braver every time because you're proving to yourself that it is possible. And it's not just possible by looking at someone else. It's possible because you are doing it. So you become your own picture of possibility. And that boosts your confidence, right? So to get a mentor, get into the rooms with other women who have done it before. Surround yourself with possibilities. Surround yourself with resources. Surround yourself with people who support you and encourage you, not discourage you and laugh at you. Because you need that community and you will win.